This is a book review for Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. It is transcribed below if you would rather read it that way instead of listen to me and watch me. But let's get right into it. This is the second time I've read this book. I read it first several months ago. Oh, Maddie says hi. Let's say hi. Oh, she's distracted. She changed her mind. Second time I've read this book. First was several months ago when I first started my personal improvement journey. It served as a good foundation and a good intro to success, and I thought it would be fitting for this to be the first book that I covered. But I'm not a big fan of dillying, or for that matter, dallying, so let's get right into it. Summary. This is going to be 3 parts. Starts with a summary. The author, Napoleon Hill, was mentored by the great American entrepreneur Andrew Carnegie, who gave Napoleon the mission to write a book describing the way to success. Napoleon took this very seriously and spent 25 years interviewing over 500 successful people, looking for the common principles in their character and habits. Common principles in their character and habits. This book, published in 1937, was the result of this mission and has been the foundation for many success books, courses, and brands. Napoleon provides a point-by-point tutorial to success, providing an explanation for each principle and then examples of each principle's use. There are 13 of these immutable principles of success. While the principles are still in use today, some of the explanations for why they worked were very strange. They do work, it's just that Napoleon explains why they work in very strange and not true ways. Take, for example, something I made up here, and Napoleon would be explaining this situation through this. Myself and my friend Napoleon are trying to boil water. We have a pot full of water, but it's not getting to boil fast enough for me because I have stuff to do. I asked Napoleon if there is any way to make the water boil faster. He tells me that there is a boiling water god who loves salt. So if I give the boiling water god salt, he'll make the water boil faster. Well, yeah, putting salt in the water will make it boil faster, but not because of a boiling water god. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of how Napoleon explains a lot of things. Just, you see, he uses these objective consistencies between all the successful people and forms them into his principles, but explains them using 1930s pseudoscience. That doesn't really make any sense. The principles are still in use today, but have much more science and reason to back them up. Overall, I really like this book and recommend it to anyone interested in pursuing a more successful life. Section 2, What I Learned. This was one of the first success books I read, so I learned a lot. So instead, I'll just highlight my 3 favorite and most useful things I learned. Starting with Autosuggestion. This was a cool one. This one is founded a lot in what would today be called... You have something to say? What does Maddie have to say? She got camera shy. Here. That's why it's called a pacifier. It pacifies little babies. Oh. Unless they hate their daddies. Okay. Autosuggestion. This was a cool one. This one is founded a lot in what would today be called the law of attraction. Once you have your definite goal written down, you recite it in the morning and before you go to bed, but not just say it, not just recite it. You have to feel it as you're reciting it, attaching a serious meaning to your goal and emphasizing it through your body to have it stick. Napoleon describes this as a way to let the idea ether know what you want so it knows what to send you. That's kind of what I'm talking about, where it works and it's explainable nowadays, but back then it wasn't, so he kind of made up some crazy stuff to make it sound like it worked. I think of it as a way to build a sort of ingrained obsession that will keep reminding your subconscious of what to be considering and figuring out. Also, I'm pretty sure today's mega self-help guru, Tony Robbins, teaches the same thing, teaches a similar process at least. The next thing that I learned was Mastermind Groups. If you tell me you found a success book that doesn't have the idea of a mastermind group in it, I won't believe you. This book is the first time I ran into this concept, and it is very important. Oops, I'll be right back. This book actually introduced me to the concept of mastermind groups. And mastermind groups are very important, not only to accountability, but also to discovering great ideas. Oh no. Here's the problem. Let me just tell you this, and then I'll get right back to you. I don't have any video editing software, so I have to do this all in one take, but I can pause it in between, so bear with me, please. Okay. So, with the mastermind groups, you would have a weekly/monthly meeting with like-minded, striving individuals where you'd go down the line helping each one come up with ways to improve their business or struggle. At the end, you'd write out a goal you would like to accomplish before the next meeting, and at the beginning of each meeting, you check up on your previous goal that you set last time. And it's an accountability thing there. You can also use it as you go down the line to come up with ideas. And it's pretty cool. I like it. I'm not sure that Napoleon Hill put it exactly that way, but that's how I've sort of conglomerated it and figured it out from all the other examples. I'm a low-level masterminder and only have one person in my mastermind group, and he doesn't even have a business. But oh well. I'm making my way. The next thing I learned was to be a crazy person. This I didn't actually learn. It's just in the chapter. It's very, very funny. Let's talk about it. Be a crazy person. I had a great time listening to the 14th chapter on the Sixth Sense. Up until now, all of the chapters were very compelling. Very compelling ways to be more prone to success. In this chapter, though, I got a lot more entertainment value as opposed to seemingly intelligent advice. This is where Napoleon goes into his experience with an imaginary council that he's created and had meetings with in his head every night. They sit around a table and assist Napoleon with his mission in his head as imaginary characters. He included in his council the likes of Abraham Lincoln, Henry Ford, Charles Darwin, Napoleon Bonaparte, Thomas Edison, and a few more. Just influential game changers, right, that he wanted to meet with. So he sort of just put him up in his head and had the meetings with him. They were sort of a mastermind group that were imaginary that he used to help him get to where he wanted to be. And he used their personalities, and he built these actually pretty powerful, according to him, characters that were actually very helpful to him. I thought it was interesting if it's actually usable and possible. And maybe one day I'll start my own imaginary council with Elon Musk, Jackie Chan, and Data from Star Trek. Unless I actually do it in person, which would be better, which is the primary goal. You can actually read the chapter here. I've got a link down below for you to read the chapter yourself. I didn't realize how hard it was to read until I actually did it a few minutes ago, because I always listen to my books. So reading it was actually pretty weird. The conclusion, part 3. Rating, I'd give it 5 stars out of 5. I would do it. I would listen to it. It's pretty good. I like this book. It's hard to read because of the old style, and its science is a little wonky. But overall, it's very actionable and descriptive. And not to mention, it's still in the top 10 of most success book lists. So it's a really good book. It kind of started the whole genre of success and help books. If you'd like to read the book yourself, I have some affiliate links down below that pay me, but also give you access to the book, which you would have. But I made it easy, so you click a link and you get to it, and then they pay me. So you get an Audible 30-day free trial, which is what I use, Audible, and then you can pick the book up from them. Or I have a link to the physical copy of the book itself through Amazon. So if you want to check it out, click those links. Or go look for it by yourself, but I won't get paid for that, which isn't very good. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.